Sup all, JC3 here, the baller of YouTube, the General. Welcome to Topic Tackle. My take for today is on what Kobe tried to tell us all about James Harden back in a February interview on The Jump. The Black Mamba literally called this shot for what was going to happen if Harden continued in his style of play, and well, I'll let you listen to the rest. But before I do that, keep in mind at the end of this video to check out a couple of my recent videos pertaining to Harden and the Warriors-Rockets series. They'll be worth your time, I guarantee it. Let's get to this clip.
James Harden, of course, crazy streak this season. What do you think of what he's doing right now?
I think I'm not a fan of in terms of winning championships. I don't think that style is ever going to win championships. But at the same time, you have to keep your team's head above water to win games. So you have to do what you have to do to win games, and he's doing that, right? Now, I think...
So are you saying you don't think James Harden and the Rockets, as constructed, can win a title?
Not with this style of play, it won't win, right? With one player dominating the ball. Now when you have Chris Paul come back and you have more movement to the offense, where you move guys around, where you're harder to find.
And Chris Paul's back, but you mean more in the...
Yeah, because listen, if you take one player, you put him at the top of the key, or you put him on the wing, and you're running screen rolls, you're always in front of the defense. The defense can key on that, particularly in the playoffs. And that's easy to defend. Yeah. It's easy to defend. Now, what he's doing is absolutely remarkable, though, and I think it's a testament to how remarkable it is, because people are now trying to minimize what it is that he's doing.
Now, before I break this down, you need to realize how unpopular a take this was at the time. The Jump aired this interview in the beginning of February, the same time that coincided with Harden's historic run of consecutive 30-point games. From December 13th, 2018 to February 25th, 2019, Harden put up at least 30 points in 32 straight games, placing him at second all-time behind Wilt Chamberlain for such a streak. During a particular stretch in the streak, Harden had scored 263 straight points without one of them being assisted. All of his 61 points at the Knicks were unassisted baskets. This is a mind-blowing stat. The Rockets were 21-11 during the stretch, and Harden pretty much carried them single-handedly to wins every night, with Chris Paul out for 18 of those 32 games. So now that we have context, let's break down Kobe's take. When asked the question, Kobe immediately jumps to how Harden's style of play, which relies heavily on iso ball, isn't ever going to win championships. At this moment, he may have been drawing from personal experience, a la the 2005 through 2007 seasons, which of course included his infamous 81-point game, but little playoff success. Yes, he had Smush Parker and Kwame Brown as teammates, but it was this stretch in Bryant's career in which he realized he could not win a championship playing iso ball nearly every possession. Kobe makes it clear that this isn't a diss toward Harden, acknowledging that James was doing all he could to help his team win games. I like how he says,
but at the same time, you have to keep your team's head above water to win games.
Because that was literally how the Rockets season felt from the get-go, and Harden was their life jacket, keeping them afloat. Kobe then mentions the impact Chris Paul could have on the offense, to create more movement and open it up when he returned. The only problem was, as Rachel Nichols points out, Paul was already back. Harden continued to play the same way because that's just what he does. He is ball dominant. Then Kobe goes into his bag, mentioning how Harden will control the ball at the top of the key or on the wing, run screen rolls, and be in front of the defense, something they can key in on and exploit in the playoffs. This year, we didn't see Harden run out of steam like he has in the past due to high usage, but we didn't see as dominant of a Harden as we saw in the regular season. Granted, we were holding him to an extremely high standard, but that's what it was going to take to beat Golden State, and he couldn't come through. Harden's regular season average was 36.1 points per game, a number in which he passed just twice in 11 postseason games. Harden did burn the Warriors for a number of step back threes, but nothing he ever did seemed unstoppable, dominant, or unguardable. Except when he committed lane violations on nearly every free throw, that was unstoppable. You can go check that video out. So it's another season that ends in disappointment at the hands of the Golden State Warriors for Harden and the Rockets. Kobe knew that in order to beat a great team with multiple threats, with great ball and player movement, you can't play a one-dimensional style on offense. Kobe knows, or else he wouldn't have overcome the Boston Celtics in the 2010 finals, or the Spurs, however many times he played them. I did a video on that too. Check that out. Links in the description. So let me know what you think in the comments down below. Will James Harden ever win a championship? And if not, what does he have to do to make that answer yes? Remember to subscribe, like, and leave your feedback in the comments down below. And we'll be back with more Topic Tackle coming soon. JC3, out!